Right, Jake, lad. Let's sum it up then. You're dragging an heavyweight down to cruiserweight, a guy whose last knockout came when he weighed 269 pounds. You're dragging him down to 200 pounds. That's 5 stone. That's what he fought at the last time he knocked somebody out. God knows what he was walking around at. God knows. But let's assume he was walking around at that. In reality, he's a little bit walking around that, won't he, obviously. But let's assume it's only 5 stone, which it isn't. Well, let's assume it is. Granted, he's had a few fights where he's weighed less more recently, and notably where he got knocked out over something that was scheduled for 10 rounds. Let's drag this heavyweight down. Let's then put a rehydration clause in so that he can't even get up to anything like what he wanted to be for the day there. Let's then pay him far less than the wrestlers that we've been boxing. The first boxer that we're ever boxing. Let's then pay him far less than them. Let's have him as the B-side. You know, they're all the B-side against Jake Paul, aren't they? But, you know, let's drag him onto our promotion. Again, that goes without saying. Let's drag this guy in knowing that there's footage that he's allegedly had success against him in sparring, which I've seen the footage and it looks like he has. I mean, Hasim Rahman Jr. can say what he wants, and I know sparring, and it's not necessarily about looking good or beating somebody up, it's about working on things. But the footage I've seen, it doesn't look good. I mean, you can't be working on anything and have it look like that. So yeah, we drag this guy in, who's 30 odd, I'm 25, yeah, we'll drag you in. I've got not much in terms of the dimensions, about 6'2", 6'3", Rahman. Paul's about 6'1", 6'2", something like that. So not much there. So we'll drag him in. Massive age advantage. Underpaying him massively. Coming off a loss. I'm going to schedule him for 8 rounds, even though his last fight was a 10 rounder. And then, like I say, we're going to drag him down to 200 pounds. Just doesn't sit. Yeah. Granted, he's a boxer. He's got the name, hasn't he? Because of his dad. And he had a good number of amateur fights. Granted, he got beat the last fight by Tommy Morrison's lad. Why not fight Tommy Morrison's lad instead? You know, why not do that? He's had more fights, you know, he's a name as well. Tommy Morrison was a name, why not? Well, you didn't spar him, did you? And he hasn't just been beaten. It's a shame the Tommy Fury fight didn't come off, because there wouldn't be any of this crap with the weight. You know, he's at the same weight. The diamond, he's about the same age as well. You know, Rahman's in his 30s now and Paul's in his 25. I know it's not massively different, but you'd obviously rather be 25 than 31 or 32, whatever he is. But there'd be none of that with Tommy Fury, because they're the similar age, they're a very similar size, same weight. Also, Tommy Fury's got the unbeaten record. Granted, he hasn't fought anybody. But yeah, if this was to go to points, the Hasim Rahman Jake Paul fight, I can't see Hasim Rahman, even if the reality is he's won every round, I can't see him winning. I could see him getting either stiffed or it being a draw, because Jake Paul's a money man. It's his promotion. He's top of the bill. He's like the promoter, like I said, and he's paying the judges effectively because it's his show. I can't see him losing. So again, massive advantage. I don't know. If everything's straight and fair, you can't see that Jake Paul's going to win this, can you? In reality, even with all of the advantages, you know, even with everything I've just laid out, and there's plenty of advantages for him here, he shouldn't be winning this, should he? But if he does win it, you know, he won it. Well done. He didn't win it on an even playing field, but none of his matches have been on an even playing field. This is a step up, given what we've just said anyway, you know, about the age and the situation and the weight and the fact that he's coming off a loss and all the rest of it. It's still a step up. At least he's a boxer. It's good of you to box an actual boxer during this boxing career that you're that you've sort of enveloped on, because he ain't a basketball player, is he? Which is good. And he's not a YouTuber, and he's not a wrestler, so well done. We're supposed, I don't know, we're supposed to sort of give credit to this boxer for finally boxing a boxer. I don't get it. Even though the boxer is coming off a loss and isn't in this weight division, and he's being mistreated, you know, I don't know. I suspect Jake Paul is somehow going to come out. I don't know what the exact surroundings will be. Probably some sort of controversy, but I don't know. If all is fair, Hasim Rahman shouldn't be losing, should he? Even given what I've just said. But Jake Paul, the circus around him, and he is improving, to be fair to him. And he's a lot the younger man, and he's going to have all the advantages that we just laid out. I can't see him officially getting beaten, although the reality is he may well get beaten. I just see it somehow being some controversy, or somehow wangling a draw, or maybe the fight doesn't happen, whatever it is, something. I can't see that he is. I don't know. It's a very, very difficult one to predict this, because I've not seen lots of Hasim Rahman. And like I said, the weight isn't his weight. He's coming off a loss. Jake Paul's improving all the time, but he's never fought a boxer. We don't actually know how good he is, do we? I suspect he's not very good. not bad, but not very good. So it's incredibly difficult to predict this, but I can't see Jake Paul officially losing. I think something will happen. There'll be some sort of controversy. It'll be a draw, or someone will pull out, or something will happen. But I can't see Hasim Rahman winning a points decision. You know, I just can't see that happening because Jake Paul is the promoter. He's paying the judges the wages effectively. So yeah, I don't know. Very difficult to predict. But I mean, hopes that Jake Paul wins so we can then potentially see the Tommy Fury fight. But I don't think I don't know. I'm not convinced of anything anymore really. But on the other hand, I hope Hasim Rahman wins because I don't particularly like Jake Paul. But yeah, let's just hope for a good fight. But at some point, Jake Paul is gonna actually have to fight a decent fighter over 10 rounds at least, who's actually a similar age to him, who's not being dragged out of his own weight, you know, who's not coming off a stoppage defeat. He is actually gonna, if he's gonna be this top boxer that he thinks he already is, and reality he isn't, but if he thinks he already is, at some point he's gonna have to fight somebody who's coming off a win, who's a good boxer, a pro boxer, who's actually, you know, being treated fairly at their own weight class. At some point, you know, that is gonna have to happen. Ridiculous to believe that it hasn't already happened with the profile that he's got. Incredibly ridiculous to believe that this is the first boxer that he's actually ever boxed in this boxing career, of which he's had several fights. But yeah, I don't know, they still rant and rave about him. So, but anyway, positives, at least it is a boxer. It's not as it seems, but it's a boxer.
I know when someone does something, you want to talk shit to a pro athlete? Because really I come in here and knock your ass out. That's what I really do. You started out talking about it. I'm a finish. I know how that man on his name. Now who the beat? I just want to know now who the beat. Because I was a bitch a minute ago. What's up?
Here, take the gloves off. I'd be mad too.
I try to bring that man professional work.
Oh, he's about to get wrestled.
I'm going to say this one time real nice. Get that camera on my face, bro.
Oh my God! Lord have mercy! Oh Jesus! Oh Lord! Snoop talk about bringing this Lord. Oh, he got up! Lead me on. Let me stand. Wow, nothing funny about what's happening with Nate Robinson, but Snoop Dogg is singing the hymns. He's trying to get Lord! Mamma Mia, the problem child proving to be a big